Hey, and welcome back. So we are back in Kenshi, back with Ryoko, and back in the hub. So last time, we pretty much had to spend most of last episode, which even overran, um, trying to clear the hub of instilled bodies and bits and bloodstains littered around. Trying to clear so many bandits and enemies from the hub. So we also uh, effectively we haven't captured him in inverted commas because we haven't actually unlocked imprisonment as a research thing. Um, we have, however, put him inside a locked house. So we shall see just how ready Mr. Hungry Bandit Leader is to have a conversation, since he is now actually awake. So, but yes, we shall see. Tech-wise, where were we with tech? We had finished all of the tech. I got one book left. I think we now need to focus on tech level 2, small house and tech level 2. Because we do have room here for a second research vent, so we might focus a bit of time this episode in trying to progress Ryoko's ability to re-establish himself and re-establish the hub as an actual place that people want to be, people want to go to. Plus, it will hinge off his ability to make money. So we did get a fabric printing place set up. We have a few sort of cheeky bits for sale. Some spare arrows. We have some fabric. And yes, that's right. So, building condition, building condition. Let's just pause that for a second. Right, the hub has no power. So we need another book to immediately do what does fuel generation? An electric generator that runs on fuel. Let's go. Keep an eye on him, because if I open this door, he may decide to try and crawl down the stairs. Nope, seemingly he's not bothered. Well, let's make sure that he doesn't get away. I mean, realistically, he's a cripple, so he's not going to do much to the base while we're away. Plus, I built him crawling across the roof anyhow. So we are looking for a research book. We are looking for the potential for fuel, because I don't know whether I can actually build a wind generator in the hub. The barman's nearly fully healed as well, which is... so we don't have a lot of money. They do have fuel here, and it's not that expensive. Not any research books, though, which is a bit unusual. So... okay, so we're going to take a little trip over to the... ooh, there's a fight. So Ryoko hears rumblings in the bar in the hub that there's a fight taking place on the outskirts of town at the other bar. He's gonna go find out what all the deal is. So besides obviously wanting to be self-sufficient at the moment, Ryoko is not stupid enough to pass up a potential opportunity for some scavenged loot. It is still extremely vital to make, especially in the wasteland, to make use of every opportunity you can possibly get. So as he approaches, he no longer hears the sounds of fighting at all. But he does see what looks like a collapsed person on the floor. And then he realizes as he gets closer, it's not a person, it's just a bone dog. But that just means it's a really, what's that? A small wind generator. Interesting. It does mean, though, that it's free meat and hide and cash, so we are going to keep that leather. Oh, hello. There are people past the... Oh, there are some... Ah, this is excellent. Ryoko again sees some hungry bandits in the distance past just the other side of the bar. And given the unofficial alliance that Ryoko seems to have struck with the trade ninjas, time to bait them into a little trap. Especially since there's a trade caravan here as well. So we shall go to the roof. Oh, you can't shoot from up there. That's unfortunate. Okay, we'll just go back down and get stuck in. Okay, maybe we won't get stuck in because it's all over already. I mean, damn, they made short work of that. Oh, yeah, please, go on. Make my day. Ouch. That was a big hit. I think I actually hit him then with that. That was a huge 80 hit. Oh, free meds, yeah, we'll take those. Ah, thank you. I was going to say, why is he carrying that guy continuously? We might actually see... Oh, hello, there's another one coming out. We will see if we can find the lead trader as well. Where's that body go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. What? That was insane. Oh, wow, there's another one. These are like firework bodies. Where's that one going to land? Anyone see it yet? There it is, there it is! Where did it actually go? There it is! It's just that... Oh, it's still technically falling. That's amazing. They're like firework corpses. There's another one! The hell is going on with the physics engine? Yeah. I mean, if you want to go, let's go. You bring your cripple down. Come on, bring it. And there was another one up here. Is that two? I think that's two that landed on top of each other. Maybe. No, it's not. And I don't know where that third one went. That's just bonkers, though, that. Is there any more down here that are... No, I think they've finally thrown everyone out of the pub. Let's just sell everything. So this is it. It's like Ryoko would, just be insane to pass up an opportunity to get that kind of loot. No, that was nearly 300 credits. That's a free research book that Ryoko just managed to get. Like, it's basically totally free research book. The things we've just sold have paid. Is there anyone new? Because there is a trade caravan here, so there should be someone to talk to. Or maybe not. Maybe nobody... Maybe it's too late. Nobody wants to... There's nobody in the beds upstairs, so... No, maybe the trade caravan is just untradeable. There is a guard down there, but he's not interactable either. And... That's a trade ninja. Yeah, okay, so we got the book. That's oh, there's another body there. I think that was the original one, maybe. Yeah, it's the bandit. We got the book, so that allows us to go to tech. That allows us to do It's back at the other base. Fuel generation. So we really need 6 and 8. So oh wow, 14 books. That is a lot of. That's 14 times 2. Let's call it 14 times 3. Ouch. It's close to 1,000. Oh, they only has 4. I'm just going to buy them anyway because we are going to need them. And Ryoko's going to try and get back to the base now to see. Oh, hello. Looks like another entire group of bandits was massacred. Yeah, another group of bandits. Oh, Ryoko's having a good scavenge session tonight. Stop trying to cook. Right. That's why he keeps trying to run to the fire. He's trying to cook. Because he picked meat off the bone dog. He's trying to cook it. And another bandit group. No, it's just a residual campfire. So I'm just going to try and make it back to the hub for daybreak. Get set up. And go see if he can have a word with the bandit, given yet again there are even more bandits messing around near the hub, trying to intercept trade caravans and ruining trade routes. Not that the hub is much to look at yet. He's getting there. For the first time in a while, he can actually see light at the end of the tunnel. It's a fairly long tunnel, and he's still not sure it's not an oncoming train. He can, nevertheless, see light at the end of it. I might retain... No, there's nothing really worth keeping. I'm better off just selling it. I was just contemplating whether to save some of the looted gear for the shop. Stop running. We do have people to talk to in here, so we will just check. We're up to 600 again now. He hasn't refreshed his inventory, so... That is a... Diplomatic status. Oh, that's pacified the hounds. Awesome, awesome. Interesting. Mercenary captain, we're not bothered about. Yeah, okay, so let's talk to Awesome. There's a shake. Yeah, we are not talking to the shake as he turns to face Ryoko and the cloth slips from his face. And Ryoko realizes he's just another shake. Doesn't even understand why the shek are even here. Like, why would the shek even be in the hub? They destroyed it. The only thing I can think of is that it was less of a sort of systemic shek choice to do it and more maybe a faction or a group or a military coup or something like that decided to do it rather than an actual collective group, all of them. Although they do all seem to have a problem with human beings. I mean, flat skins is just brutal. It's about as passively aggressive racist as you can get. Right, I mean, he is effectively, other than his leg, he is effectively healed, so we're not playing this game. Like, he's unconscious because we got moved. There we go. Right, I think he's... Okay, so what we're going to do then is... Given that this is clearly not going to work, and that the guy will not even so much as entertain a conversation. Oh, interesting. So he's probably going to go outside. Why can I not attack? Oh, he's retreating. I wonder if you can't attack a retreating target. Ooh, we could. We could follow him. So retreating, the question is, where is he retreating to? I mean, it would take an age to follow him because he's crippled. Oh, do we? We're at an impasse here, so we don't have any food, so we need to grab some food quickly. But do we? I mean, where is he likely to go? Given that he's going to be crawling, we don't really have any more information about it. There's obviously a load of bandit camps in the hills. I think we just let him go. I don't think we have a choice at this point. We're not really in a position to be able to deal with that kind of thing properly. Which is unfortunate, because if we'd have got a group, I think I definitely would have sent a contingent to guard and follow him back all the way back to the base. And they could act as intermediary diplomatic envoys with the caveat and crossover that, yeah, they're also there to potentially wipe out said bandit camp. We got some books to save, some first aid, which is always kind of good. I think we sell the half-used ones and keep the full ones. We'll go stash the books up here. Tech-wise, I really don't want to do small house. I think power is more important. I think that will. This is the other interesting thing. So how does the hub now have a large amount of power? Let's go see, because if they do have a large amount of power, no, where is it? This is a simple clothing and rats in the face, but the dust. It's 175. I just want to find something quickly to test. 98. Bandanas 175. Turbans 175. Black cloth shirt. Basket hat. I think we go for the tag almost because it also has a dust storm benefit. Right, so this place does have some power from something, so it must be that. So that obviously must have not been catching the wind last time I checked the power availability. So we can actually. My -3. That is something I need to understand. And we also need to figure out then where this goes and then potentially get ready to set up some kind of prototype grade. Okay. So just grab that and go sell it. So the sell value was 6. Like, ouch. Okay, so it's the potential sell value, is that? which makes that a bit of a different conversation because that only stores 5. Yeah, okay, I mean, we can deal with that. We can, I can understand a bit more why the skill is -3, and we'll figure out smithing, I'm guessing, is the crafting armor and parts. Yeah, crafting, it's that. It's the armor smithing one that's, I think, just a low level. Combine that with a low level of dexterity, likely. That's okay. We're beginning to get somewhere now with the peripheral skills like athletics and science and engineering. What we need to do now is that the combat skills are quite severely lacking. So that does mean, though, that I don't have to spend books on power, which means we can push for tech level 2. So I know we don't have... we only need 2 more books, though, now. 2 more books is within the realm of possibility this episode. We could actually potentially get tech level 2 this episode. So I think that should be Ryoko's next main focus. Yeah. Yeah, his next main focus is going to be to move into a much stronger level of tech. For what seems like an age, Ryoko is just reading through books and notes and scrolls and information that he's found and schematics that he's recovered. He's been able to share and collect over the years. Trying to figure out what the plan is. How best to move forward with the hub. So we are now 1 book short of tech level 2. Just 1. The great news as well is with Ryoko's choice of restoration project that he took on next to the outside external walls, while he's working on the highest point, the roof, reading through his books and material and everything, can actually see over the boundary wall of the hub. He sees some nomads heading to what looks like towards town. Oh, that's nuts. So that's an amazing thing to see, though. That means they actually did go in to utilize the shop. Interesting, though, because obviously in Kenshi, as a fourth wall breaking conversation here, they are all coming into this shop. They are all approaching the trade point. However, you don't have, unless I'm missing something, you don't have as a player the ability to manipulate the price of an item. Like I can't change that, because obviously, for example, certain things for me would be better sold at 30 credits rather than holding out for 40. But you don't have the ability to modify the market like that. Everything is dynamically assessed by the game for its intrinsic value. But it is nice to see that basically the entire convoy has tried to leverage and utilize the store, which is fantastic to see. It's like Ryoko almost doesn't care that they haven't actually bought anything and they think everything is too expensive. They are traveling nomads. Most of their worth might be in asset form, in the animals, in what the animals are carrying. So that's fine, but he's enamored that the entire convoy actually popped in, had a look, had a conversation with them, took the time to actually engage with the hub again. So after a few conversations, it sounds like the nomads are going to pass the word on and also keep the hub in mind as a safe stopping point on their journeys. They know where it is, so they might start utilizing it again. Ryoko's fairly happy now to quite comfortably just travel back and forth between the 2 locations. He's also contemplating getting a few raw resources like copper and iron and adding those to the shop as well, just so there's some diversity in the contents. Right, so they have the final book, that's perfect. While we are here, we are going to take advantage of the fact that there is still a non-insignificant amount of credits available here. Not necessarily in the most common form, but they are here, and it is money. So Ryoko is not above scavenging off, especially the bandits. But certainly not above scavenging off the corpses of fallen enemies. It's not ideal, and quite frankly, it's sometimes weird and disgustingly odd, especially when the people have died from being maimed and all that sort of stuff. But hey, it's a wasteland. Any possible advantage you can take, Ryoko is more than happy to leverage a potential opportunity when he is presented with one. I'm not stupid enough just to look a gift horse in the mouth. Like I said, it's not a colossal amount, but that basically means that book was free. For all intents and purposes, that means that that book was free. And in a harsh world like this, where everything comes at a cost, may not necessarily be financial, but everything comes at a cost, the ability to negate one of the potential cost avenues is pretty amazing. It's certainly not an opportunity he's willing to pass up. So, tech level 2 should not be out of the realm of possibility for completion before the end of today. We should clearly be able to manage the completion of... It's only 2-hour research, so Ryoko's already got a fundamental understanding of what he wants to set up, and he's already got a fairly safe idea of where he wants to set it up. It's underneath the stairs, downstairs, out of the way. It frees up here up for even potentially some, some alternative power maybe or something. But yes, we are going to go for tech level 2. And then hopefully there should be a lot more categories open up in here. I don't know how many of them will be like book-free categories, but still with them to be. I have another customer. Okay, so it took literally, obviously literally, as it says, 2 hours. So we now have... Could build sleeping bag. But yeah, they are all still books, which I suppose. Defensive walls now. Crossbow turret. Strings. Corpse disposal. Corpses make a mess and if much damage and present all casual. Incineration will be the most effective solution. I mean, yes, that is true. It would possibly stop this place turning into an absolute gore fest like last time, and luckily most of them have been taken outside the city walls and dumped. But yeah, I mean, that could be valuable service to provide, although it's not something that Ryoko wants to set up in his own shop. So yeah, moving on basically is the there we go. That's the next path. So we have the ability to convert a basic resource cotton into fabric, which gives us the ability to make cloth clothes. We have a huge stockpile of leather. A huge stockpile, actually not true, we have a huge stockpile of hides. I think we have something like... Ryoko's managed to collect 10 hides. So, assuming it's the same as cotton, they won't necessarily make a leather each. But Ryoko's looked into what it would actually take to get a tech level, somewhere to to move on to the next stage of his plan, and realizes that he's fairly limited in floor space in here. As a result, he's contemplating that the leather processing might have to wait. Yes, things are beginning to unfold the way he wants and envisages and plans for them to do so. However, there's a few decisions left to make at the moment. And a lot of them require careful thought over what to do next. Like there's a lot riding on the decisions he's about to make. So I think what he is definitely going to do is set up somewhere to be able to process food for the shop, because food for the shop could be really valuable and a really powerful commodity for earning some money, especially if you manage to pretty much become a monopoly, where we monopolize the food production. We might actually be able to make something of that, but the rest of it requires more investment into the hub. He wants to get another building set up and move all of his research area away from the public shop, move the actual shop itself into another building, and he wants to be able to have the building that he's currently got now as an industrial building for production and manufacture, and not for a living quarters. So yes, he is slowly trying to figure out a path through the plan that he has. He already envisages the overall success criteria, the way it's going to work. But he just wants to map out, think. So he's going to set up food production. We want to get food production up so that he can make some more money. So Ryoko's actually nearly finished now, setting up the ability to process some of the useless. He's fed up of seeing green fruit loitering all over the damn place over here, when actually that's a really good opportunity for him to turn that into stewed vegetables and potentially make some money off it. So he is beginning to get the ability to effectively self-sustain. Like it's not going to be too much of a stretch to understand. Here we go. Cooked vegetables is 8 green fruit and water. That's it, to make cooked vegetables. Yes. So as Ryoko heads up to bed for the night and crashes out for one more day, he actually gets his own bed back this time round. He's not a random bandit laying in it. So he's fairly pleased with the progress, how things are going. He's got a thought as to where he can see things moving over the next, the upcoming weeks that it'll take. He is a bit wary. He's fairly confident that unfortunately it's going to mean a trip out into the wildlands. He needs to have more awareness of what is around the hub. He needs to have more awareness of what is around the hub, what is in it, how easy it's going to be to set up trade with somewhere else other than the Squin city. He really doesn't want to set up. He basically just doesn't want to help the Squin at all. He doesn't want to propagate it in its slightest. He's quite happy for it to become the dormant, broken, unused city. So, but yes, he's got a single drive, focus, and so far things are looking up. To be fair, as he closes his eyes, he's just glad to have not been completely battered by bandits at every single turn of the entire the last few days. It's like ever since that major fight a few days ago, things have settled down in the world of the hub, and we've actually had our first trade convoy come through. So Ryoko's pretty pleased. He's content. He's happy. He has a plan for the future, and we will just have to see what unfolds for him. But thank you again for joining. I appreciate you watching the videos, and hopefully you will enjoy Ryoko's progress and story as much as I enjoy like watching it unfold. But thanks for your time. I shall see you all next time.